Hello, everybody. It's me, XA44, and welcome back to Soulvenir.
I'm going to cast Conjure Fortune.
All right, we're starting this session off great. Did you know that there's a spell called Conjure Fortune, which conjures wealth out of thin air? And also, he has 4 days of doing this, which I'm going to roll all of them now because
Heyo.
instead of him saying like 4 times throughout this episode, "Hey, I'm using Conjure Fortune," it's just all happening now. Congratulations, you get 22 gold,
22,
which is
that's about average.
that is exactly average.
Epic.
Nice.
Anyway,
Which, I mean, average is pretty good.
I now possess an amount of gold.
Yep. A lot of gold. Maybe too much gold, actually. But, you know.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I'll probably end up giving it all to Ava anyway.
Probably, actually. But starting off this session, we're skipping over the first day because you needed that day to get your essential rest. Because I think you had mana fever and stuff like that. But, you know, basically, starting on day 2, you wake up.
Wake up in the morning, then I walk to the palace, which actually.
You're already there.
Oh. Did we actually end up staying in the palace last session?
No, but because you were going with the Arcane King, you could guess where you are.
I understand completely.
You understand where this is going. There's only one place you could be. Safely in bed.
Very
With your armor on. You're in full knight armor.
good. You know, this is the thought protection armor. It's really hard to take off.
Yep, nothing happened because you couldn't get the armor off. Great. So, all right. Anyway, god damn. So you just, as you're just laying there, you just hear a voice. Oh, good morning, Stuck.
It is not stuck. That was just one of the suggestions. Okay, I'm thinking about. Okay, stuck's like the last choice. That sounds right. It's either gonna be struck, Lester, get it, Listar, whatever. Well, you know, I'm coming up with the rest, so expect an identity change soon.
All right. I understand, Luck. Just gonna call you Luck because it's the
Most familiar
easiest
one,
for
I
me.
understand.
Yeah. So, it looks like we have the day all to ourselves. Anything you want to do?
No, do we have any jobs? Like, we got any well-paying
I
jobs?
mean, I guess you could just go work somewhere, but I mean, like, we could do plenty of other things, like, you know,
Actually, you're right. I understand. We could go work in the coal mines together.
oh, I mean, together. Oh, sure. So,
We're gonna head to the coal mines.
yeah, you just go to the coal mines together.
Hey, you know, the
Uh,
last mining job was about to pay pretty well before that happened.
I mean, yeah, true. I mean, you do make a lot of money when you go work in the coal mines. Uh,
You know, maybe my prison level will increase and I'll be able to go to the iron mines. Anyway,
okay. So yeah, you go around, you get a job, just for the day working at the coal mines. Uh, Arcane King is also there. They're not actually doing work. They applied as if they're doing work. However, they're mostly just there to be with you. So they're not swinging pickaxe at all.
I understand.
And no one's questioning it because, I mean, well, no one's gonna question her.
If you question it, you're probably gonna end up in some really bad places.
Yeah, basically. Some really bad places, also known as between her thighs.
Ah, anyway. Ooh, this is difficult work. I am earning quite a lot of money. I am a well-respected man in society.
Yeah. I mean, what do you need all this money for?
Oh no, probably simp for Ava. I mean, give it to her, because she needs it for a mission.
Oh, yeah, yeah, because yeah, I've heard about the rebuilding going on there. I think no, well, actually, no, no, I have heard of that. Yes, because I
We
did, yeah, yes, I have heard of that.
we are pooling for houses right now.
Yeah,
Eventually, we'll get some, maybe a big one even.
yeah. I mean, from what I've heard, you've started construction on a large house there.
Yes.
Because
Currently,
yeah,
I have around 86 gold, which is a big, hefty contribution, but I'll get even more after this. You
well,
know, just doing justice. Rota's crew kind of messed that place up. It's my job to fix it.
yeah, that was quite unfortunate. I'll give you the money I make from here as well, because I mean, I don't need the money. There's only one thing that I could possibly ever buy that would have any value to me.
I see. Well, you're a very kind lady, if I must say so myself.
Oh, how sweet of you.
I like that.
Anyway, face boosted.
Just gets progressively stupider every time. But since you are mentioning the Rotus crew, I mean, no, I shouldn't. But how well do you think you could keep a secret?
Last time I tried to reveal a secret, I died. So pretty well, I'd say.
Oh, okay, okay, good. So you'll protect it with your life. How that's honestly really sweet. Well. I mean, the truth is about the Rotus crew. I've been talking with them. In
Oh,
fact,
God.
the money that I've been giving you for going into the clock tower, that's not actually from the kingdom. It's from them.
Wait, so they're rich?
Uh,
That's the first
I,
thing he's worried about.
yeah, they have a lot of money, like suspiciously large amounts of money.
Oh, second, why are you involved with them?
Well, I mean, because they're giving me money to give to you. 'Cause I don't really know why they're the ones who actually want the reports on the clock tower that you're getting. Well, that you're giving to me. I've just been telling them what you tell me, and they give me the money, and then I just next time you come around, I just give the money to you as payment because I mean I don't know. I've been giving you everything. It shouldn't be mine. I'm guessing the Light King had the same deal going on. So since he was apparently taking a cut of the cash, uh, well, I think you could put the pieces together there.
For a little bit, I'm going to ignore how alarming that is.
Yeah,
But why would
I,
why would they need to know what's inside there? I
I mean,
wasn't it the one that kind of ordered Luna's resurrection? I guess Luna doesn't necessarily originate from the clock tower. I mean, she might,
I
and if
mean,
she does, then like, why would
I don't
Rotus do
know.
that?
Well, it's not just for Muna specifically. They care a lot about knowing what all of you are doing in there.
Is he keeping track of our power ups, perhaps?
Something like that,
Or
maybe. I
maybe
don't know.
there's a high chance of this. He himself isn't allowed to go in the clock tower.
I mean, well, isn't that how he makes the machines, though?
That's fair. I didn't hear about that.
Um,
And why
I
do
don't
they
know. I
need
can't really
more?
tell anything
Whatever.
about them. They're too strong for me to be able to use my master charm on.
That's fair. That's fair. Hopefully, I'll get strong enough. Anyway,
Yeah,
I was gonna keep on mining. I mean, only I am
yeah. You're the only one mining. Um, Cause yeah,
mining.
that's the end of that scene. There's gonna be
I
more
don't
scenes.
want to mine. I'm mining any. I'll get us copyrighted. Anyway,
Yeah. So you spend the rest of the day mining, and you leave the mine. They pay you I believe it was 50 gold for working there for a day, uninterrupted.
dang,
Yeah, so you're
dang,
getting paid 100. You
dang,
don't get any bonuses or anything because you weren't doing anything that'll make it like extra efficient.
dang. Ava's gonna be very happy with the amount of gold I just collected.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're gonna be incredibly rich after if you just spend every day working in the mines.
Uh,
Um, but after that, I guess you would just head back to the palace.
you know what? Right after that, we're gonna go to the hot springs. Just to clean off the
Yeah,
cold stuff.
obviously.
Obviously, obviously, nothing suspicious happens in there, so we can skip over
Yep.
that.
Well, no, actually, there is one scene that's highly important. They offer you 20 gold for you to rub their back.
Oh,
Do you take the
all right.
deal?
I shall take the deal.
All right.
This is honest work. There's nothing weird about this or strange.
All right, good. You give them a back massage. You get paid 20 gold in the process. Good.
Dude, I'm
All
just
right.
doing Ava's solo mission at this point. What the? Anyway.
All
Didn't
right.
I just earn double what she earned in her solo mission?
She has not gotten a solo mission yet. Or no,
Oh,
she did. Yeah, no, way back at the
yeah.
yeah, at the
Okay.
Lightning Wind Town. Yeah, she made like no gold at all. She got the worst gold output possible.
Okay.
Okay. So then after that, you head off to bed. Um, and as you are getting into bed, uh, the Arcane King is actually just gonna mention. So, do you maybe want to plan something for tomorrow? I mean, I don't know. There's just a lot going on lately, and I think that might be good if we are able to, talk a little more.
I did my thing today. I'll leave tomorrow up to you.
Oh, okay. You know what that means.
You
So
know
you
what that
wake up the next day, and I'm gonna let you get. Where do you think you are ending up?
We're going to end up in a very very well respected place. We are like totally going to the guild.
All right. So you're told to meet them at a location because they're gonna spend some time getting ready. Uh, for this outing. You arrive at the place. It appears to be a restaurant.
Oh, very well respected establishment. It's all right.
Yeah. So you head inside and you take a seat. You tell them the table for two, and eventually, uh, Arcane King walks in, and it's at this time that you notice the outfit they're wearing, as well as all of the staff here appear to be wearing.
Wait a minute.
That's right. This isn't just a normal restaurant. This is a
No.
cafe, and not just any cafe. It's a maid cafe. And because of course, you know, Arcane King can't be letting anything happen. They also dressed in a maid dress, so you wouldn't get distracted.
I understand completely.
It makes
What a
perfect
noble
sense.
woman, trying not to distract me while I eat.
Yeah. So that way you're focused on them while you're doing this conversation.
Truly elegant.
So they sit down. And you do notice that, like, looking at the menu now, all of this stuff is very expensive. Like, cheapest thing on the menu is like 16 gold. Uh, like highest end stuff, aside from like the drinks, is like going up to like 40-ish gold, a little under 40.
Luxa is kind of twitching looking at the prices.
Uh, just noticing this, Arcane King looks at you. Don't worry, it's all on me.
Wouldn't want to make an elegant lady such as you spend too much on me.
Don't worry, I get plenty of money from the, well, I don't really do anything, it's just tax money.
Oh yeah,
Honestly, this is just tax return for the people.
tax. That is
When you
fair.
really think about it. I mean, technically, a portion of this is just being in sales tax, so, I mean, a portion of this is just directly being paid back to me.
You're technically getting cash back.
Yeah, that's how funny.
God.
Like, government people actually do have to pay taxes. Even in, like, a monarchy, technically, they would have to pay sales tax. I mean, technically, there would be a sales tax, but, it's funnier to think of it as just, yeah, they got paid sales tax. That way the sales tax could be delivered to the king later. All right. So, yeah. So what approximately would you be ordering?
I guess I'll order a prime plus bone in ribeye
All right.
and 8-ounce celestial wagyu ribeye.
Oh, God. Those are probably things that would be on the menu. Uh, so then, Arcane King orders, well, you don't pay too much attention to the food because you notice they ordered an entire bottle of Dragon Slap.
Oh shit! You sure you can drink that?
I mean, yeah, it would be fine. Yeah, we could split it.
All right, I'd be willing to do so.
All right. So you just, you take a moment doing some idle chatter as you wait for the food before any important discussions happen. And you also get the drinks poured out. You just are already poured a, thing of the Dragon Slap. Are you gonna drink any?
I'm going to drink a tiny bit at first.
All right, you take a tiny sip, and just as you do, it feels like just it is an intense burning almost instantly. It like as it goes down, it feels almost like a spear is being run down your like throat, or
How
more
do people
maybe more
drink
so like
this?
an entire fang.
How do people drink this?
Uh, you notice
Better
you
question:
look up.
why do people drink this?
You look up. Arcane King just takes an entire shot, and just they get like flung backwards in their chair.
God damn. Whoa, you good over there?
It does approximately look like they did in fact get slapped by a dragon.
I got dragon slap.
That's why it's called it.
Yeah.
They like drop back down. You hear the chair like flump to the ground, and they like put like their hands on the table and they just like look up at you. Ah, good stuff.
All right. Anyway, I had one question to ask you about this whole king stuff.
Yeah.
Like, how long have you been king for?
Well, I took over from my mother when I was 17, I believe. So it's been about, oh, okay, so, so it's a little awkward because I just kind of do it by age. I'm 24, 17, and it's like a while.
Okay, I understand. I'm 7 years.
Yeah, give or take a few months.
So, were you born with your legendary spell, or did you learn it when you became a king?
Well, before I became king, I had to spend some time practicing, getting experience, in order to learn the spell. But yeah, whenever a king is born, they have the potential to learn a spell, but they don't, always have it right away. Typically, they don't. They just have, well, nothing because they're a child. They don't know magic inherently. Uh, 'Cause, yeah, all the kings are, well, originally human, and well, you don't really have elven kings because so you know how the history is with elves.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's just we have to learn our spells the same way you learn any other spell.
Okay, okay. So, what exactly makes a king? Is it just fate, or is it
It's
just the
blood.
title itself?
So, like,
Oh,
hypothetically, if we were to have a kid, they'd be able to use, Master Charm.
I see. Interesting example.
Yeah, yeah. Just as a hypothetical example.
Hmm.
Though, I mean, it does take quite a lot of work to, perfect using a legendary spell. It's quite a trip when you first use it.
I see. So, hypothetically speaking, if we had a
Yeah, I mean, if we had a child, we'd probably want to wait until we're like at least 10 years old before we try and teach them a legendary spell,
I see.
because
Hypothetically speaking, if we had a child, would they also have some of my randomness carry over to them? Or
uh,
considering that they're, more normal spells, would they not
well,
be
I mean,
weak?
most magic isn't tied by blood, but I mean, they'd they've had they probably have a decent chance of being a half demon. Uh, they I don't know. In terms of like what spells they'd have, it'd be up in the air really. It depends on what they'd choose to learn.
I
But
see.
we could teach them specific things if you'd be interested in doing that.
Yeah, I'd be in. Wait a minute. I'm going to take another sip of the dragon slap.
All right, you're taking an outright sip this time. As you do, you just like same thing happens to you as what happened to the king. You just go flying backwards in your chair. It almost tips over. You have to like grab onto the table to make sure you don't like crack your head in the floor. You sit back up.
Ugh, Lug moves around his neck as if it just got snapped.
See, good stuff, right?
I understand the appeal. Immediate.
Uh,
Alright, so what did you want to talk about?
well, I mean that was actually part of it, but I don't know. I've just been thinking a lot about that whole like Rotus thing.
Alright. I know that they're really suspicious and dangerous. We've been meeting
Yeah.
their members constantly, especially when they kidnapped Blade. I kind of felt bad about it.
Oh, they got the blade?
Yeah,
Oh, I mean, I didn't know him myself, but I've heard of him from plenty of people. He's
he does yell his name very loud when he
yes.
enters a
I
place.
mean, well, I haven't met him. I have definitely heard him scream his name as he runs through the town. Okay, just I'm guessing you probably haven't heard because you're adventurers, but like if he's in the city for like a prolonged period of time, you just like every hour just hear Blazos, Blazos. It's so annoying. How does like oh, feel bad for like whoever lives next to him or
I
with
feel
him.
bad for his sister.
He has a sister?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Listening to him is probably what crippled her in the first place, now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh, they're crip. Oh God. Poor thing.
Didn't we just meet them a while ago?
I mean, oh yeah, I was there, wasn't I?
Did you already it's okay.
I mean, yeah, I mean a lot of people. Also, well, we know they were Blade Swordsman's sister at the time, and I wasn't.
That's fair.
Yeah,
We only knew when we met up with Blade.
yeah. Which I mean, I didn't really talk with Blade. I was kind of sitting in the back during all of that.
That's fair, that's fair.
Yeah. But like I was saying with the Rotus crew, I don't know. Are you okay with me? I mean, interacting with them and all. I mean, they're giving me money to give to you, so like, I mean, like, it's like working, I guess.
You see, thing is, I feel like the information they're gaining isn't substantial enough.
Yeah,
Like,
I
all they're
guess.
getting is what we're learning, which they have
Yeah,
tabs on all we know at this point.
yeah. Well, that's probably mostly because of me.
Yes. Although in exchange we get money,
Yeah,
I
and
don't
a
know though.
lot.
I feel like the money actually outweighs the fact that they're being told what we know.
Yeah, probably. But like, I don't know. I just feel kind of bad about it. I don't really know your history with
Yeah, it
them
is.
in
It
all
is
too much detail.
disadvantageous for us, no matter how small it is.
Yeah, but like, uh, I'm also a little worried that if I just say no, they'll do something to this place. But I mean, I don't know. They don't seem too crazy whenever they're talking with me.
That's
Oh,
interesting. They've burned down a village, kidnapped a friend, and tried to commit forceful experimentation on us. Hmm.
yeah. I mean, they're obviously not good people, but you wouldn't be able to tell it with how they are most of the time. It looks like.
They're only like that with us, it seems like.
I mean, well, you say that, but there's an entire village that just got wiped off the map.
That's fair.
I mean, like, even compared to something like what the Light King does, I mean, at least, like, you know, Darktown's still there. There's still a town left over. But down there, just nothing.
Hmm. They are strange. Like, wouldn't they
Yeah.
want survivors? I mean,
I
if they're
mean,
looking for resources,
I
no,
mean, with
they're
what happened, or with what's been happening with Darktown, 'cause of course it's happening again. It's just like, I mean, to some extent, it is just they hate the Dark Mages, which, I mean, I don't understand at all, but I mean,
their magic
it's
is
just,
annoying. I would know.
yeah. But I mean, who's to judge, you know? Everyone has magic that just does things, you know?
For example, when I use my magic, the DM has to roll like a really big number, and it usually slows down the session. So,
Yeah.
like, the DM
But I
gets
mean,
pissed
well,
off at me. But
recently a program got made that makes that easier, so now you could just do it whenever and it's not really that annoying.
I'm pretty sure you can find it on itch.io if I'm correct.
Yeah. That does sound about accurate.
I see, I see. Anyway,
Nice plug. Speaking of
nice.
plug, like, comment, and subscribe.
Okay. What if we just I know we're working towards it, but I feel like we should end this whole war between light and dark forever.
I mean, what are you
Obviously not
thinking?
forever, but
I mean,
for a
yeah,
long
like you're
time
gonna.
at least.
So, what are you planning?
What am I planning?
Yeah, it seems like you got some idea.
The largest person responsible for this is the Light King. I bet there's some hatred in the crowd as well due to the feeding of wrong information. If that is what took place, I cannot confirm that. But
I
they
mean,
might have put up propaganda that displayed Darktown in a bad light.
I mean, didn't you live there for a while?
I did.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. So basically, you would know that they don't really do propaganda. People have just always hated dark mages because racism.
Got it.
I mean, obviously, the king is the most racist, but it is just a universal thing.
How do you cure racism?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It just happens. I mean, we can't really force any peace treaty because, I mean, you know that guy is not going to take it.
The
Just
biggest
might
way of
take it.
showing and proving that people are better than others think is through peace, right?
I mean, yeah, but when you have a maniac who could rain down holy sunbeams, I mean, yeah, that
Yeah, the
casually
peaceful
talking thing.
protests won't last long, is all I can say. So it all seems to be leading up to the point of taking down the Light King.
Yeah,
Once we do that, things are still going to be a little difficult, but eventually it
actually,
will.
I mean,
Mhm.
this won't work for a long term thing, but you do have those gauntlets on you, right? I've seen you carry them around quite a bit.
Yeah, I got these runed up.
Yeah. Hypothetically, those could be a pretty useful tool if you go taking on the Light King. If you put him on him, he wouldn't be able to, blast you down.
That is true.
I mean, he'd probably punch quite hard, but I'm sure you could do something about that.
I'm sure that there's one person in our group that can just say disarming darkness.
Yeah.
So technically speaking, we could completely disable the king.
Yep, that does seem doable at least. Well, hypothetically.
The difficult part is getting on the gauntlets,
Yeah.
but I bet with all our combined expertise, we could probably do it. Considering how I have Dragon's Core prepared for a battle with him, I might be able to do it while not taking much damage. Because you'll have to focus on me once I get up and personal with him.
Well, good luck with that.
Yes. Obviously, we are not looking at what he might have planned. Hopefully, we
I
can get the
mean,
existence of the Dark Kingdom for this.
he's probably not planning much of anything. I mean, how much could he really be planning? He's more of a guns a blazing type person, not necessarily a strategist. I mean,
Nice.
that also might be something worth considering as a strategy. I mean, yes, he's strong, but he's not necessarily going to be overly concerned with protecting those who are actually making this charge. I mean,
I know
he does have a general. If you take him down, that would significantly weaken their strength.
a general, you say?
Yeah,
And who
He's
would
probably
that be?
sticking quite close by to, the king himself. But I mean, at least in theory, if you take him down, that would destabilize their army.
That's probably a necessary step. Then.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the general's probably quite strong himself, so don't go taking chances there either.
Would he be as strong as the Light King?
I mean, surely not.
Then that makes perfect sense for us.
Well, all right then. Glad I was able to help with that. In any case, so you're really not bothered by me working with the Rotus crew at all?
I'd rather you not, but it is fine if you continue to do so.
See, it's just like it's hard, man. Like you know,
In the end, I'll leave the decision up to you. You do what's best for your place.
I mean, I'm not getting anything out of it. I'm not taking any of the money from them.
You know, I guess you aren't really benefiting anything.
Yeah, I mean, there's the potential that they might do something to me if I say I'm not going to work for them. But I mean, uh, who's to say, really?
Hmm. That's what's nagging at me.
Yeah,
Though, if you do decide to meet up with them and say no, I guess you could take all of us. We might be able to protect you a little more than you would be able to just by yourself.
I mean, I, I doubt that. The most you could do would just be to teleport us out of there, and even then, that doesn't solve the problem. I have to protect my people at the end of the day.
That is true.
Well,
It is a difficult decision.
yeah. I guess. Well, actually, this is a good time for me to mention. What exactly is your past with them?
The only one I really have a past with is Satyr.
Hmm.
God, I don't even want to remember the day. He kind of
Well,
took my parents when I was a child. I mean, I don't remember much of it,
oh,
obviously.
mm, so what did you do? I
I
mean,
was a child.
obviously you survived,
I
but
at
I
that
mean,
point,
after that, what happened?
I tried to run away from what happened and got a house and found a roommate. Decided to stay with him for a while.
Hmm.
That's kind of all I really saved up for. I didn't really, try and fight back till now.
Yeah, but I just mean like, I don't know. Seems incredibly challenging just to go from nothing like that. And now look at you now. You're out here having dinner with a king. And you've gone quite far. I bet a lot of people would probably look up to you if they knew just what you've been through.
Now that you put it that way, makes me see myself in a different light.
Yeah, you're a pretty cool person.
You're pretty cool too.
Oh, I'm glad you think so. I've been trying.
It's clearly working.
All right. And if you've got nothing more to say, that's going to be where we wrap up that day and we move on to the final day.
Alrighty.
Okay. So the final day, you wake up. What are you gonna be doing?
Good question. Let's ask the Arcade King.
Uh, um, man, that's giving them a lot of power.
It is. Just this once.
Okay, well, technically twice.
Okay, listen, once is, fair, and then twice is giving too much.
Uh, okay then. In that case, God, what would they do? I was thinking that you would do something, so I was not preparing for what they would do if they got a second day of not you doing something stupid.
Okay.
I feel like the logical thing is they probably would just ask you just to hang around and just stay in the palace with them. Uh,
Now that we're actually in the palace, I'd actually
yeah.
like to know how these king duties work.
Oh, in terms of my workload, well, I mean, it's just whenever I feel like really it's nothing actually all too stressful when you actually get down to it. But I'll bring you in. They lead you up to like a study of sorts, like that you've never even seen. You didn't even know this is like a room in this building. And you've like explored around here a fair amount just by, all the time you spent here. There's just stacks of paper on a desk, and it's just they go over, take a seat, and just look over a few papers and just stamp a few things. And this is really all it comes down to. A lot of reading and stamping. Just prove various things that the people beneath me ask.
And are you happy with doing all that?
I mean, it's happy enough. I mean, satisfied, I'd say. Life's easy.
Satisfied.
I mean, to be fair, the people here aren't all too rowdy. It's normally just, asking for funds for schools or, buildings or all that. Nothing, actually important. Laws here haven't changed at all since I've come here.
I see. I've never actually thought about satisfaction.
Oh, well, what about you? Are you satisfied with what you do?
Actually, I'd say I'm never satisfied with what I'm doing. I keep looking for something higher, trying to get to that next high.
Hmm. I yeah, I wouldn't
I
really know the
don't know
feeling.
if, yeah,
Yeah, I was already put at the top from the minute I was born. Not really much to go from there.
I do wonder what makes us different.
I mean, kind of a lot when you get down to it, but maybe not that much. But I did think a lot last night. You know, before heading to sleep. So hypothetically, if we did have a kid, what type of life would you want them to have?
Luck begins to smile. I mean, technically, I'd want them to be a herald of justice, going out on adventures, punching bad people. You know, I'd like that kind of fun for my child.
Huh, that's interesting. Well, I'll be sure to keep that in mind. They just
Well,
smile back at you.
anyway, I
Uh,
committed tax fraud.
oh, that's
I don't know
kind
why,
of
I just felt like saying it.
that's a little ironic. Well,
Who's that?
yeah,
Yeah, I
mean,
felt like getting some of my sins off my chest.
yeah, no, I mean, yeah. But since you're getting that sin off your chest, I mean, seems like a good time to. And anyway, do you want to end off session there?
Do you want to get something else off your chest? Anyway, let's end session right there.
Yeah.
Anywho, yeah.
All right.